Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. So let's continue with our Python pandas preparation. So today I have brought a sample dataset. It's a very small dataset that I have created, and based on the dataset, we'll be solving 5 to 6 questions that are actually based on the conditional statements. And we all know that what conditional statement is all about. It's basically if-else statement, and inside that we'll be learning a lot of functions based on the Python pandas, which are actually important for the interview part. So without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So let's understand the dataset first. So it's a very basic small dataset where we have the name, age, salary, and department. All right. So this particular code I will give you in the description. You can just copy it. Now, based on this particular data set, we need to solve some 5 important questions. So in the interview also, you will be given a sample data set, or you will be required to create a data set from your own based on the Python pandas, and you can just simply create it in any of the notebook of Python that is available over the internet. So once you have created this data set, the questions that you will need to solve will be definitely going to based on the EDA part, which actually tests your skills. All right, then let's first solve the first question. So the first question basically says find the employees with a salary greater than the 50,000. So it's basically clearly seen that it is a conditional statement that we need to find the salaries, or sorry, we need to find the employees whose salary is greater than 50,000. So let's see the data set where there is a salary column, and we have 50,000, 30,000, 70,000, 90,000, and 45,000. So it is clearly seen that 70,000 and 90,000 will is are greater than 50,000, and 70,000 and 90,000 are the salaries of Charlie and David. So these two things we need to calculate. The output should give Charlie and David. Either they are two names, or we need to find the whole data for these two persons. All right, it's quite a basic one. You can just simply write a single line. So let's give a variable called high salary is equal to df of then again df of salary column, and this salary call should be equal to 50,000. Simple. Now simply just print it. Control C and Control V. So let's run it. And yeah, as we discussed, Charlie and David are the two persons whose salary is greater than 50,000, and their whole data is being fetched. So yeah, that's a quite basic one. Let's jump to the next question. All right. The question basically says add a new column eligible for bonus with true if the salary is above 40,000 and age is less than 30, else false. So we need to create a custom column, that is the column name should be eligible for bonus, and based on the column we need to calculate that if the salary of is above 40,000, then we need to give a boolean called true, and another condition is that the age should be also less than 30. So we have two conditions for the new eligible for bonus. Okay, let's create the column. So df of, when you are creating a new column, we need to pass the df, and inside the square brackets we need to pass the column name, that is eligible for bonus. So you can just simply copy it from here, paste it here, resize it, and it should be equal to df of, so we have basically two conditions. So salary should be greater than 40,000, and another one, the condition is df of the age column, it should be less than 30. Perfect. Now let's print the whole df first. Df. So we'll be seeing the whole data set now. Okay, so we have a new column for eligible for bonus, and we have only two true conditions because Alice and Eve have age less than 30 and they have the salary greater than 40,000. Cool. That's a pretty good one question, and also an easy one, not a tough one question. Now let's jump to the third question. So filter out the employees who belong to the IT department and have a salary below 50,000. This also looks quite easy. So IT underscore salary, we can say salary, sorry for the spelling mistake, is equal to df of, then again df of the department, department should be equal to IT. You need to make sure you're writing the perfect spelling also. And we also have different conditions also. So we need to pass this particular brace also perfectly. And I think we're missing some braces. Okay, we'll see that later. And DF of salary should be less than 50,000. Okay, now if we just press it to see if we're getting the perfect output or not. So it should be DF of this braces, then this department equal to IT, and DF of salary should be less than equal to 50,000. Okay, it seems like we might get an error. Okay, control C, we can like control V. Let's print to see. Okay, it's saying parenthesis at wrong place. Okay, where should the parenthesis be? So it should be DF of this one, and DF of salary should be less than 50,000. I think we have some does not match the opening parenthesis. I think we have made the mistake here only. We should not give this. Now it should run. Yeah, perfect. So we are given to find the department equal to IT and salary less than 50,000. So Bob is belongs to department IT and his salary is less than 50,000. Yeah, so this is how you can do. Now let's jump to the fourth question. So the fourth question basically says replace the salary of the employees in the HR department with 10% more if their age is above 25. Cool. That's a pretty good question. And here we will be using the log function. So df.log, and inside that we have some certain conditions. So df of department, it should be equal to HR, and again open the braces, df of age, it should be greater than 25. So basically these are the two conditions, and based on these two conditions we need to replace the salary. So comma salary, and it should be this one, df.log, this one, into equal to, should be into equal to 10%, so 1.10. Okay, so let's see where we are getting the error. I think we have not given the proper braces here. D5, okay, we missed this here. Cool. Now let's print the df. Okay, so we have replaced the salary of the employees in the HR department with 10% more if their age is above 25. So let's see which are the ages 35, 42, and 28. These three people have age greater than 25, and we need to expecting the answers that their previous salaries should be 10% less. So let's compare it with the previous salary. So first one, let's see for Charlie. So for Charlie it is 70,000, and this is for 70,000.1. Okay, and this is for 90,000, 45,000. Okay, so Eve is the only person who belongs to HR department, and he has a salary greater than 28. So we are expecting that Eve's salary should increase by 10%. So if we see here, Eve's salary is 45,000, and here the salary has been increased to 10%, that is 49,500. So yeah, this actually we have got the perfect output. And the rest, Charlie and David didn't get the highest salary because they do not belong to the HR department. Have we specified the HR department, IT and finance, their salary would have also increased. Cool. So now let's go to the fifth question. That is, we need to create a new column called category with value senior if age is 30, junior, otherwise. Okay, so this also not a pretty tough one. We can create a new column. So df of category, let's say, is equal to df of age dot apply. We'll be using the lambda function. Lambda of x is to senior. And what is the condition? If x greater than 30, if x greater than 30, else junior. Okay, let's print it to see. I think we'll get the perfect output. Cool. We have got the category and it is saying junior, junior for the age which is less than 30, and the ages which are above 30 are the seniors. Cool. That's a pretty easy one. So now we have to find the average salary of employees in each department. Okay, that's also not a difficult question. We'll be using the group by function here. And I think we have covered the group by function in detail in our previous videos. You can just check the playlist to get the videos of the group by. Okay, so average salary department is equal to df dot group by inside this department of salary dot mean. And now let's print this. Control C, Control V. Okay, so we have got the average salary for each department in finance, HR, and IT using the mean function and the group by function. So yeah, this is what we solved today's 6 questions based on the Python pandas. And all the 6 questions were based on the conditional statement question, which are mostly being used in the industries. And these type of questions you can actually expect to get in your interviews when you are going for any Python developer or data analyst or data engineer profile also. So make sure to practice these kind of questions, and I will come up with more such videos in the near future. Till then, keep loving, keep coding, and subscribe the channel to get more updates, guys. And don't forget to share this channel with someone who is actually preparing for the data analyst interviews, because all the questions that I'm covering, it has been asked previously based on the interviews that people have given. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.